How do, lads? Right, FM here with what is my first save here on YouTube. I've never done anything like this before, so please be kind to me. And any advice that you've got to give me, I'd much appreciate it down in the comments. But yeah, let's jump straight in and look at the team that I'm going to be for my first save. I am going to be the one, the only Preston North End, the team that I support in real life and the team that I know the most about. So I feel comfortable with them, but at the same time, it's still going to be a challenge this season because if you look at the season preview, we are predicted to finish 22nd in this league. So it is going to be a tough one to try and keep us up this season. Probably it's going to be a relegation battle, but then to push on and hopefully get promoted to the Premier League and take this club back to where it used to be. One day, once upon a time, we were in the top division a long, long time ago. But I believe that I can push them on and take them to the next level. Yeah, let's jump in and look at the transfers that I've made this season. On the outs, there wasn't really anyone of note. Two backup players went out for minimal money, really. And then the rest of the transfers have always been loans out of youth players, going to conference teams mainly to get some first team football. But then let's look at the exciting bit, the ins, the players that are going to be playing this season. And we've brought in 6 players so far. Not spent big money at all. We spent 300k, which is nothing for a championship team. But let's have a look at them one by one. We've got Hopcut. He's a player that we're going to be playing on the right wing this season. He's going to be our first choice. We brought him in from a Swedish side. Used to be in England. He used to be at York in the conference. Had a few loan spells, and then got his move to Sweden, where he seems to have performed well. And then we've snapped him up this season in the Championship, and I hope they can improve this season. Playing first team football should help him improve massively. Second of all, the second player that we spent money on was Lewis Dunn. He's a player that we're not going to be playing this season at all. He's 16 years old. He's got a bit of potential in him, but at the moment his current ability is nowhere near the level that we want. He'll be going out on loan as soon as he hits 17 and I can find a club for him. But I thought he's a player that has a bit of potential. We can bring him in for little money, so worth bringing him in and seeing what we can do with him. Next we've got Sissoko. We managed to get him on a free transfer, and he is a player that I'm really happy to get in as a right back. We needed a right back, so bringing him in, he will be our first choice, and at 20 years old he'll be improving a lot for the future. And you never know, we might be able to either make a lot of money on him, or hopefully he'll be our right back for years to come. Hopefully he'll be good enough for the Premier League and stuff like that. Managed to get him in on a free, like I say, but he's been playing at Monaco before that. Never actually played a game for him, but I believe that he's gonna be a good player for the Championship. Then next, we've got Razak. He's a central midfielder, and to be honest, he is just going to be back up this season, but it's good to have him on board, and he might get a few games this season. Never really managed to break into the teams that he's been at. Manchester City youth player that's moved on quite a lot in recent years and never managed to get a place in the first team squad, settle down really. But you never know, this season I don't imagine him being first choice, but he might break through next season and could be a player that hopefully he'll get more than actually 10 games for us, because he never seems to have done that anywhere else he's been. But yeah, backup player there. We might see a bit of him this season though. Anthony Gerrard, centre back. We got him in from Oldham. Again, a backup player. For centre back, he'll be our third or fourth choice. A player that you may recognise as Steven Gerrard's cousin. So he's got a bit of connection, so might be able to get some Liverpool players in at some point, hopefully. But yeah, his career's not really gone according to plan. He was an Everton player, the opposite side to his cousin. But then he's stuck around League One, the Championship type of thing for his whole career, hoping that he can do something this season for us in a backup role. And last but not least, the lone player that we brought in. We brought in Cameron Brannigan from Liverpool. Again, another young player that I'm excited about. I believe that he'll be able to improve a lot this season under me. Playing him in this cam role. He will be our backup to start off with, but I'm hoping that he'll be able to push our first choice out and take over really, because I believe that he is going to be a really tasty player in this division. But yeah, they're all the transfers that I've made, and quick look at the tactic that I'm lining up with. I've been lining up with this all through pre-season. So I'm hoping that the team know it by now. We've won all our pre-season games. Not really anyone important in there that we played, but I'm hoping that it goes over into the Championship. The players that you've not met that are in the first team, Lindegaard, we've got him in on loan from West Brom, who's a really good goalkeeper for this level. As you can see, he's a really top quality keeper for the Championship. So I'm happy to have him in on loan, but probably will need replacing next season. We've met Sissoko, he's going to be my first choice right back. Bailey Wright here at centre back. He's, again, a good centre-back for this level. He's been at Preston his whole career and been playing numerous games, so I'm hoping to be able to keep him around. He's one of the players I want to keep hold of. Tom Clark, the club captain. Again, another player who's, I believe, is going to be good for this level. Been at Huddersfield for all of his career, really, but signed for Preston a few seasons ago and has been ever present in the first team. Like I say, club captain, so an important player for us. At left back, we've got Greg Cunningham, our player of the season in real life last season. So hopefully be able to emulate that in the game. Got him from Bristol City, and he was an absolute steal. Hardly cost us any money. It was a couple of thousand, I believe. But Manchester City youth player. Played a few times for them in the Premier League, actually, so bit of Premier League experience already. In central midfield, the two players that we're playing, we've got Alan Brown, young Irish lad. Again, a lot of potential, hoping that he can reach some this season by playing a lot of first team football. We signed him a few seasons ago from Cork, and he started to break through into the Preston team last season, really. But this season, I'm hoping that he can really cement his first team place there in that ball-winning midfielder role. Daniel Johnson, a player that was in Aston Villa's team, never played a game for them, but we were happy to steal him off them for 50,000. As you can see, in League One from midfield, he scored 8 goals in 20 games. He was an absolute bargain at 50 grand, and I'm hoping he can do it here in the Championship. He's, again, a player that's got a bit of potential to fill, but again, playing first team football should help him reach that potential. At right wing, we've already met Hopcutt and Brannigan in cam. He'll be playing the first match of the season. But our normal cam will be Paul Gallagher. He'll be playing in this advanced playmaker role normally. A player that's been at Leicester. He's been at Preston for 3 separate loan spells. But then this season we signed him on a free transfer. And he should get quite a few games under his belt this season, like I say. But Brannigan might be able to overtake him this season. And then up top, the main man, we've got Joey Garner, a player in real life that's just left this week to go up to Rangers. But in this version of reality, we still have him. We're still going to make the most of him. A player that is going to be playing as a lone striker, and I'm chuffed to bits to still have him. As you can see, 18 goals a few seasons ago in League One, and then 25 goals in our promotion season. A player, my favourite player at Preston North End anyway, but like I say, unfortunately left in real life. So yeah, we'll jump into the game now. We've got a really tough opposition today. We're against Middlesbrough, promotion favourites. They're expected to go up this season. While we're expected to finish 22nd in the league. So as you can imagine, it's going to be a tough first match for us. I'd be happy with a draw. It wouldn't shock me if we lose this first match, but like I said, the team is still gelling. There's quite a few new players in. There's 3 new players starting today that haven't really started in pre-season too much. Sissoko being the main one, who's just come in 2 days ago in this. But yeah, the Championship's a tough league to get out of. There's numerous teams that are going to be pushing for promotion. Middlesbrough, one of them. Hull are going to be another one. I mean, let's look at the league table so far. You've got Burnley are going to be pushing for it. QPR, you'd imagine. Wolves, So we're a pretty small team in this league, really, that are going to be struggling this season. But you never know. We might be able to push for top half for playoffs, maybe, as we're on the attack. Actually, it's our friends incepted. Gibson, Middlesbrough on the attack. This is worrying. Stuart Downing to Clayton. Oh, good tackle by Sissoko. Garner running at the defence. That's what we want him to do. Brannigan, hop cut. Oh. But yeah, we're playing quite an attacking style of football this season. Preston North End in real life play 5 at the back. So as Middlesbrough go into the lead within 10 minutes, that's not what you want. Stuart Downing with what looks like a great free kick, to be fair. He's a Premier League standard player, Stuart Downing, so you'd expect him to be doing stuff like that. Here we go. Lindegaard should have done a lot better there. I expect him to do a lot better. Downing putting Middlesbrough 1-0 up, not good at all, which puts us bottom of the league. Wow. Not what you want to see after one game, but I'd imagine we'll be, like I say, around the 15th area this season. Teams that are going to struggle, MK Dons, Rotherham, there'll be quite a lot of teams down there with us. As Middlesbrough have the ball again. Oh, lumped it up, wasted possession. Lindegaard. That's worrying, what's he doing? That was odd. Clark and Wright passing it between each other. Daniel Johnson, Cunningham. Just Gallagher into Brannigan. Good ball. Hopcut. Yes, that's what we like to see. Debutant. Jamie Hopcut getting the first goal of the save. Like I say, a player that needs to improve really at this level, but playing at right wing, good goal by him, good passing throughout the team. And yeah, I'm happy to have scored against Middlesbrough, really. I wouldn't expect to. 1-1, I'm happy with this so far, happy with the performance. We look like we're having the better of it, actually. 4 shots, 2 on target. And this is where they go on and score now, isn't it? Yeah. As soon as I start being positive about our chances, they get a lucky corner goal by the looks of it. Ledbetter into Ayala. Oh, that's disgraceful, really. We just boot it against them for their goal. But 22 minutes in, 2-1 to Middlesbrough. Like I said, I imagine to be being beaten in this match, so I'm not too worried about it. But like I say, we look like we're not doing too bad in the stats. Half an hour gone now. Just speed it up a bit. Alan Brown on a yellow card, might look to take him off. I'm going to be looking to get a few more transfers done. I don't really know what positions I'm going to be looking for yet, but up top, maybe some backup. We've got Stevie May on the bench, who is probably going to be our first backup striker, but everybody else, I kind of want to bring in someone. I'm not sure who yet. But we've got 1.7 million to spend in the transfer budget, which isn't too bad, really. Right, we've not been playing well, actually, looking at this, so we're going to be making some subs. Callum Robinson, we're going to bring him on at left wing for Gallagher. Not done it out there today for me. A player that's normally a striker, but we're going to be training him in a left wing role on loan from Aston Villa. Hopefully he can do a job. Other than, I think that's the only sub I'm really going to make for now. But something needs to change in this second half, I know that much, because we've not performed well at all so far. As Middlesbrough kick off. Robinson, end of highlight. Standard second half highlight. Garner's not done it for us up top either, as I bigged him up in the intro at the start. He's done nothing for us today. Might have to swap him off for Stevie May in the 65th minute. Probably going to look to do that. Yeah, we'll make the change now. Gardner's not done anything for us today. May can come on for his debut for Preston, player that we signed in real life this season, well, last season now. As I've said, this isn't a updated database at all. It's just a winter update, so we're still in 2015. That's why teams like Burnley and Middlesbrough are still in the Championship. As Middlesbrough come forward again. Brown. That's not what you want. Red card. Brilliant. Oh dear. This is not the best. Not the best first match it could have been. Right, well, we'll change to this. Hopefully this mixed up system will work a little bit. Might make some changes in a while, but I'm imagining we'll go on to lose this match now. Red cards kind of put the nail in the coffin for me. 2-1 down. And Stevie Mays. This is not the best first match to show, really. As Middlesbrough probably come forward again now on the attack. Ledbetter into Clayton. Downing on the ball. In again. Oh no. 3-1 to Middlesbrough. Yeah, like I say, I was expecting Middlesbrough to be one of the top teams in the Championship this season, so no surprise that they're winning. We don't need to see that. Oh. Hopefully when I come back next, it'll be a change in fortune. We'll be on a bit of a winning spree. You never know. As we come forward here, hop cut into May. Ooh, nice try. I like that attack. One of the few highlights we've had as Middlesbrough come forward on the counter attack. Close. I thought they were going to get another one then. I thought it was going to be embarrassing. We're just going to leave everything the way it is. Get off control, go on counter for the last 5 minutes. Does this leave us bottom of the league? It does. What a way to end your first episode of a series on YouTube. Bottom of the league, a red card and an injury. Just what you want. That'll be it. 10 seconds left. I can't see us getting 2 goals in the last 10 seconds. Oh dear. Disaster. I'm not happy with that result. Well, we seem motivated at least. Right. Well, lads, like I say, hopefully next time when you come back it'll be a different result. That's all for this first episode. Leave a like and subscribe, please, for the first episode that I've done here on YouTube, like I say. And any advice is appreciated down in the comments. Nice one. See you in a bit.